I just want to say I look good. So if you're not watching, you're missing out because it's giving. Hey, you guys. Welcome to another episode of In Our Lane podcast. I am your host, Emmeisha. You can follow me at EMMEISHA, and that's on all social media platforms. And you can find the podcast on Instagram at _in our lane. That's at _INOURLANE. So that's where you can like DM me your questions for Ask Meisha. You can watch the clips and all that good stuff. So let's hop right into it. I didn't know that June was LGBTQ plus month. So that's why I got my proud as fuck hat on. I wanted to come on here and show my support for the LGBTQ plus community because I am an ally. I'm not a member. So ladies, chill out. Ladies hit on me a lot, y'all. Like sometimes I be thinking it's just women being nice. And they just like, oh, you pretty. Like you got a beautiful smile. Like, oh my gosh, your skin is glowing. Like, or they'll be like, I don't know, you're pretty, you're so pretty, like, or whatever. But sometimes y'all be doing a little bit too much. And I don't like women like that. Like, we could be cool, we could be friends, but sis, I don't want to eat your Gucci. So, and I don't want you to eat mine. I've already talked about an experience that I've had with a young lady. If you know about it, you know about it. If you don't know about it, then go listen to it because the episode is out. But I had my little experience and I wasn't feeling it. So I just know that that's just not for me. But if that's what you like, I love it. And as long as you happy, that's all that matters. So I just wanted to say that. Happy LGBTQ plus community, however y'all say it, month. Yeah, so let's hop right into the topic of the day. So I just wanted to really just touch on fasting because I had fast like for, I think, how long was it? Maybe that was like about, I think the period of time that I was fasting probably lasted maybe like 2 months. So basically what I was doing was I wouldn't eat before 12 and I wouldn't eat after 9. So I would just make sure that only thing I could do before 12 was drink water. Sometimes I might have a little tea or whatever, but I wouldn't eat anything, like not even like a little snack, like water, tea in the morning, and that's it. And then I wouldn't eat past 9. So I would try to make sure I squeeze like all of my meals in between 12 and 9. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Like sometimes I only got a chance to eat twice that day. And that was okay because they were probably like, you know, healthy portions. So I wasn't like starving myself or nothing like that. But honestly, now that I've stopped doing it, I kind of realized that I kind of still do that without purposefully doing it. Like I won't even get hungry until really like 11ish now. And then like if I don't eat before 9, like my body just does not get hungry. Like I just don't be hungry. So if I don't eat by 9 o'clock now, it's just like I could just go to sleep. Because most nights I have to go to sleep that early because I have to be up for work in the morning. So that's that. But I feel like fasting was important for me during that period of my life because I needed to do something. I needed to show God that I'm serious, and I needed to show him that, you know, I trust him and I believe that he's here with me every step of the way. And I am a believer in fasting. And I just honestly feel like during that period like of fasting, I was making sure that I was intentional about every little thing and making sure that I said my affirmations, making sure that I prayed, making sure that I poured into myself every single day and had time with him every single day. And it really, helped me during that period of my life. And I just feel like fasting is just something that everybody should do. Don't just fast because you want something. Like, just fast because you believe in the ideology of fasting and you understand the purpose of it. And I know it's a certain time that Christians fast. It's like I can't remember the actual dates, but I know that when I was attending the church heavily, that the church would, like, they set a time every year where they fast, maybe multiple times throughout the year. They might have different fasts throughout the year or whatever the case may be. But mine wasn't like based upon the church. Like, I didn't like do, because I think it was around the time that the whole fasting is for people who are church going, and that's when they do it. But that wasn't my intentions. Like, it just so happens to be around the same time. So but yeah, like, I really enjoyed it, and I really saw that I can be disciplined and I can stick to a plan and execute it. And I feel like that's what it meant for me. And I definitely feel as if God really showed me that if I can sacrifice something and truly, hold on, y'all. Oh shoot. I can really if I really intentionally come to God and sacrifice something, he will, show up for me. So your fasting doesn't have to be food. Like, fasting could be anything. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to just be stop eating or whatever. It could be fasting from alcohol. Like, it could be fasting from marijuana. It could be fasting from, going out 3-4 times a week. It could be fasting from just sweets or whatever the case may be. Like, whatever it is that you decide to include in your fast, that's between you and God, and that's all that matters. So think about it, try it, and let me know how fasting affected you. So let's talk about it. Cable TV versus streaming. So I grew up with cable TV as the only option, and back then it's like whatever is on TV, that's what's on TV. You see what I'm saying? And now it's just so many options that, like, I literally spend 30 minutes just clicking through the TV. Like, go from Netflix to Hulu to HBO Max to Philo to what's the other one? Peacock. Like, I go through all of the streaming services, and then I end up just picking a Tyler Perry movie that I don't watch 50 million times, and I go to sleep because it's just so much to pick what you want to watch. Like, then it's like if I pick something and I don't like it, I'm gonna end up falling asleep anyways. So it just really don't matter. But I really be just trying to try something new. But it's just so many options. Like, it's so much stuff that I haven't seen and I probably won't get a chance to see. That's why I just stick with what I like. Like, I know I like rom-coms, so I just go straight to the rom-com section and I just do that. Like, sometimes, like, when I'm with other people, I'll watch like an action movie. Like, I like them, but I try to save those for like group settings, or like if I'm, chilling with a guy or something like that. But in my personal time, I really like to watch rom-coms. But I wanted to bring up this whole cable TV versus streaming because I just feel like before we really didn't have that much choice in what we watched. Like, of course, we could choose what channel we wanted to watch, but as far as like what was showing on those channels, we didn't really have a say so. So it's like if you miss something, you miss it, and then it's like they came out with you're able to like record it so you can watch it later. But before even that, like if you missed it, you missed it, and you gotta wait to either come back on or you just gonna have to wait till they come back on and they do like a rerun or something like that. So if you missed it, you missed it. And I just liked how it's like if I want to watch BT, I'm turning on BT, and whatever's on BT, that's what I'm watching. But it's like now you got BT Plus, and then you got Netflix, you got all this. You got all this stuff. It's just a lot. And before you could watch Disney Channel, but it's like if Hannah Montana is on right now, that's what's on right now. But now, or like if you ain't seen like one of the old school Disney movies or whatever, now you could just go on Disney Plus and watch all these old Disney movies that you may have missed in your childhood. And it's just like, that's just how it was. Like if you missed it, you missed it. If you didn't catch it at the time that it, like, people used to schedule like, okay, I'm finna sit down at this time in front of this TV because that's when my movie or my show is coming on. Now it's like, oh, I could just watch it later, or I could do like, you could just be like, oh, whatever, like I'll see it eventually type thing. And before it was just like, no, like we're watching this on this day at this time, because if I miss it, I'm gonna be upset. So I just feel like it has, I just feel like it has caused us to like, I feel like that's why the whole situation now, I've been hearing a lot of podcasts and radio shows talk about like the streaming things, and they're trying to figure out how to like the right way to monetize and make sure that they're compensating people properly, because the numbers aren't the same. And it's because before you only could watch this. Now you can watch this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the difference, is that it's so many options that people don't have to watch, what they want you to watch. Like before, what we watched and consumed was controlled by the people at these networks. Now they have somewhat control because they pick what goes on their platforms and all this good stuff, but you don't have to watch what they tell you to watch at 7 p.m. You can watch whatever you want. So that's the big difference. And I honestly miss cable TV. Like I just miss being able to just turn on channel 64, channel 72, and then that's it. Now I could just, like I said, just be scrolling for 30 minutes and still ain't pick nothing. Then I end up just watching something that I done watched over and over and over again. So y'all let me know, do y'all miss how cable TV used to be, or do y'all like the streaming? And I feel like now we pay more for these streaming platforms than we did for cable, because one streaming platform by itself is like $15, but it's like now you got 10 streaming platforms. That's $150 a month just to barely even watch all of them. Because honestly, I think my most watched platforms, I feel like Netflix is definitely on top. Philo is definitely on top. And what's the other one? YouTube. I definitely be on YouTube watching all the podcasts and stuff like that. And what else do I be watching? I said Philo. Peacock. I think Peacock was probably another one of my top ones that I be watching, because it just depends. Like certain shows that I like if it's on that platform, that's the platform I'll be watching it on. So that's how I go about how I like to watch stuff. Is just if I see a show that I want to watch and it's on a platform that I don't have, I'm going to get it because I got to watch it. So that's just how it is now. Like, it's not you just turn on the channel anymore. It's you got to go get the streaming platform because it's only on this streaming platform. So that's just how it is now. And I don't really like it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Places to go, things to do. So I went to the Black Effect Podcast Festival. I tried to go through my previous notes to make sure I ain't talk about this, but if I talked about it already, I'm sorry. But the Black Effect Podcast Festival was so fun. I really enjoyed myself. I saw a lot of other podcasters that were there in the audience. And then, of course, the podcasts that were on stage did their thing. Seeing Charlamagne in person for the first time was pretty cool. Seeing Just Hilarious in person for the first time was pretty cool. I think I also saw Weezy and Mandy B from Horrible Decisions in person. And what I learned, one of the things that I learned is that these people are a lot smaller in real life than you may think. Like, some people are small, but these people are short, okay? Like, I knew, like, they weren't tall or anything, but I didn't realize, like, how short they were. And I didn't even have heels on or nothing like that. So I was just like, wow, y'all are really little. Like, the TV really make y'all, like, look bigger than y'all really are. And it was just funny to me that they were that short. And I met some people that I feel like I'm going to have good relationships with. Like, I was networking, and I probably got a surprise for y'all coming up because of someone that I met at the Black Effect Podcast Festival. But yeah, so next year when they do the next festival, I definitely want to be there. My goal is to actually, be on stage. Like, I don't have to have my own segment yet, but maybe I could just introduce somebody or do something. Like, I just really pray that by the next time they have another festival that I'm on the stage. That's what I want. And I don't know if I want to join the Black Effect Network, but I do want to join a podcast network. And maybe Black Effect will be my new home. Maybe not. We will see. But y'all just pray for your girl. Y'all got to leave likes and reviews and 5 stars and all that good stuff so that these people can see me and see my, see the fact that people are really, like, in tuned and want to hear the podcast, because that's what they're looking for. So me showing up and being consistent is not the problem right now. The problem is the views, and I need y'all to get these views up. And I know it's gonna take time, but it ain't gotta take that much time. Come on, y'all. Like, tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm noticing that the YouTube subscribers are going up. They ain't went up that much, but I do see that, people have subscribed since I've been posting the podcast on my YouTube channel. And a guy had left a sweet comment, and so soon I'm gonna start going through, like, if I get a good comment, I'm gonna start sharing it on the podcast and shouting you guys out, because I really do appreciate all of the love that you guys send my way. And it's just it's a good feeling when people leave good comments. And I've had bad comments as well, and I just want to let y'all know something. I will delete the comment if I see it. Like, sometimes some stuff may slip through the crack and the notification don't come up on my phone, so I don't see it till days later. But if I see it and it's negative and it's nasty, I'm going to delete it. I'm just letting you know that now. So try it if you want to. Okay. All right. let's see what we talking about on Emmeisha's watch list. Did I say the playlist last episode? I don't know. We're gonna see when I run it back. But okay, so for Emmeisha's watch list, y'all have to, or playlist for this one, because you can either listen or watch because it's a podcast. Real Love Scenario with Dre and Rhonda. When I tell y'all, I've been on this kick. Like, I told y'all, intentionally dating. And I want to be married eventually. So I like to listen to podcasts about marriage, about relationships, and I don't be picking the podcasts where they just be not really sharing the best advice and they just be being messy and stuff like that. I really try to listen to stuff that's giving sound advice from married couples and people who have their head screwed on correctly. And Rhonda and Dre, they get it. They understood the assignment for sure. And y'all just got to go check Real Love Scenario out. I'm definitely a real lover over here. I hope that they hear this. I'm definitely going to tag them and stuff like that. So I love the Real Love Scenario. Y'all check it out. They give really good advice. Dre is married and Rhonda is single, but she has a lot of experience in dating, and I just love her perspective, and I love Dre's perspective because it's not a lot of men, I would say, that's really giving sound advice out here in this podcast space. It's a lot of toxicity being shared, and I don't like it. So that's that on that. But yeah, so I don't want to go too far. Y'all just gotta go check it out. Like, when I tell y'all, they give good advice. Like, I have really checked myself when it comes down to how I show up in this dating world, and check myself and making sure that I'm the best me first before I try to add somebody else into my life. And when you face challenges, they give you a lot of different perspectives and make you think about how you show up. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go check them out. Ask Emmeisha. So I'm gonna pull a card from I'm Curious to Know, and we're gonna see what we got for today. Y'all make sure that y'all DM @_in our lane. Remember, Ask Emmeisha is not just about asking questions about me. Like, y'all can send in y'all advice. Like, what do you need advice on? Like, what are you going through right now, and you just need somebody to, give you a different outlook, or maybe just confirm what you have already been feeling, whatever the case may be. Y'all let me know how I can help you. So just DM me. Everybody's going to remain anonymous. I'm not going to share nobody's name unless you just say in there that you want me to shout you out or whatever the case may be. But yeah, y'all ask me some advice. Y'all send me whatever it is that y'all going through that y'all need a little help with. I am definitely here for it. So I think I pulled this card when I was playing with somebody. I don't think I answered this on the show though. Okay, the question is, what do you think about lingerie? I like it. I feel like lingerie is good and it makes me feel confident, and it's gonna come off anyways, but I just like looking cute, and I do it for myself. Like, I don't just wear lingerie when I'm finna be intimate with a guy. Like, I wear lingerie after I take my shower, lotion my body down, put some lingerie on, put on a movie, and I'm asleep in the next 5 minutes. That's just how my nights be. But just in case I did answer that question already, because I feel like I did. I'm tired of these sex questions. But that is the type of podcast that they have, so it makes sense why all these questions are like this. Dang, I pulled all these cards already on the show when Drea was here. Okay, I like this question. What did your parents think of the last person you dated? So the last person that I've brought around my family for real. Well, yeah. The last person that I brought around my family for real was my high school sweetheart. And I'm using air quotes because I feel like in order to use that term, y'all still kind of got to be together. But the guy that I was still dating once I graduated from high school into college, that was the last guy. Like I said, in my opinion, he was the last guy that I dated for real. Because everybody else that was in between this time from then and now, I don't really count them as me dating them, because I feel like in order for me to really consider you as me dating you as an adult, we have to be like girlfriend and boyfriend. And I haven't been someone's girlfriend since then. And I think they liked him. I feel like they didn't really have an issue with us being together. But we were so young. My mama didn't really think nothing of it. And he may have met my father once when we went to prom, but other than that, like, he wasn't really around my family like that. We was mostly around his family in our relationship. So, and my stepdad didn't really have an issue with him either. Like, they was pretty cool, but we were so young that I don't think that they really even like took him seriously, because we were kids. So it's just like they knew what was up. They like, y'all might not last for real. So it's no point of us like really having an attitude or, you know, feeling some type of way about him, because y'all so young. We don't even know where this gonna go. So that's that on that. Okay, so let's wrap it up for today and stay in your lane. I just wanted to say love is love, and everyone deserves to be loved in whatever way that may come. So whether that's from another female, another male, if that's from your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your best friend, love is love, and I feel like we all deserve it. I feel like every person should experience love at least once in their lifetime. And who cares, you know, what other people think? If you're in love, if that person is truly loving you the way that you deserve to be loved, enjoy it, because, you know, life is short and it's no telling when the last time someone is going to take their breath. There's no, what is up with me today? There's no telling when the last time we're going to take our last breath. So I just feel like if you find somebody that truly loves you and gives you everything that you need as far as when it comes down to relationships, hold that person tight, hun. Hold them tight, because I don't wish loneliness on anybody. Y'all, I really don't. Like, I am one of those people where I feel like we all, I'm not saying we don't need other people, but I feel like life is meant to be spent, you know, with other people. And I don't feel like we're meant to be alone. I feel like you can't do nothing by yourself. Like, you need other people in order to survive. Oh, that just reminded me, I wanted to talk about something. I need to make that note, because I just feel like for so long I was kind of like taught that you don't need nobody else and you can do it by yourself. And I lived on like that mentality where I could do it by myself. I don't need you, but I need somebody. I need a partner. Like I want a partner. Like I want someone to share my life with. That's just me. That might not be everybody. And you know, I have my days where I want my space, but that don't mean like just be lonely forever, you know? Because I feel like I've been alone for a very long time and I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of going to sleep by myself. Like I'm tired of waking up in the morning, eating breakfast by myself. Like I'm tired of cooking for myself. Like, but yeah, I can talk about that later on another episode. But love is love. And if you have it in your life, hold on to it tight. All right, y'all. See y'all later in another episode. Bye.